Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I've got Steve Van Ooteghem. Correct? Pretty close, huh?
That's good.
Yeah, here in our studios. He is a brand new Price of Business contributor. He's only been with us a couple of months. I love the stories that he brings and the ideas that he brings for content for us. He's with a group called the C12 Group, and I'm going to have him introduce that in just a moment. And his guest today, someone that we thought and he thought would be a great guest, Amy Youngblood, and she's with Houston Baptist University. And just for disclaimer's sake, my lovely daughter-in-law, Elise Price, is an alumni there. By the way, she just gave birth to my first grandson this past weekend, and we're very excited about him. And I ought to put pictures of my grandson up there on priceofbusiness.com, but he's all the rage in our family these days, as you can imagine. But I'm a big fan of HBU and delighted that we're able to have you on the program. Before we get started with Amy, in which our topic today is going to be how the university helps alumni and with career after college. I'm going to have Steve real quickly tell us just a little about C12.
Yeah, C12 is an executive roundtable for Christian business owners, CEOs, and presidents. And we work very hard to help them not only build a great business for a greater purpose, but also use the best practices that are biblically based.
Yeah, very good. That's a good summation. Nice elevator speech.
It is.
And Amy, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do over there at the great university, HBU?
Well, thank you for having me, and congratulations on your new grandbaby.
Thank you very much. Just don't call me Grandpa.
I sure won't. We'll have to make sure to get at least one of our little husky dogs that we give out to new families. So
yes,
and that's actually part of what we do is we reconnect and continue to connect our former students back to the university by having them share what's going on in their lives, letting them know what's going on at HBU, trying to connect and keep that lifelong relationship with our students.
Awesome. Very good. So how long have you been with the university?
2 years.
2 years. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and start with your question, Steve.
What do you think the thing that makes HBU and your alumni association unique?
I think what makes us unique is the fact that we care about we have a comprehensive goal for our alumni, trying to get to know them and connect them with their spiritual side as well as their professional side and personal side in every way. So we think not only how can we get our alumni jobs, we think about how can we connect them with other fellow professionals, but also think about what churches we can line them up with, nice. How we can just best serve them in every way.
Mm-hmm. What would you think they would say would be the best thing they liked about the Alumni Association, your alumni?
That's a very good question. What they like the best, it depends on the individual, and that is what is so challenging and fun about alumni relations. Is there's not one thing that everybody likes. So football has been a fantastic way to connect
especially in Texas, yeah.
Yes, it's been a wonderful way, but not everybody goes to football games. Not everybody is into tailgating. A lot of people are, and that curiosity has brought a lot of alumni back and has been huge for us currently. But they also have their connection. It may not be sports. It may be their faculty member. It may be a special faculty member, or it may be the music department, or, just in the Center of Christianity for Business, different things that connect them. So I think the opportunities that we have so many, not only do we have a networking event, we also have a career shadowing program nice. that alumni can get involved in. So I would like to think that's what they would say is the diversity of the opportunities.
Elaborate on that shadowing program, that career shadowing program.
Now this is it's such a win-win for our students and our alumni. It's not an internship; it's just a shadowing program. So students, they need to be in their junior or senior year, and they contact our career and calling department and say, I'm interested in medicine, or I'm interested in radio or public relations, or whatever it is. And we then contact our alumni base and say, we have somebody in this field who's looking to shadow in this field, and is anyone willing to let that happen? So we've had people, we've had someone who was a nursing major who followed one of our alumni who's an anesthesiologist. And
Nice.
and she got into a C-section in the room. I mean, was able to be in the room for a couple different surgeries all day long. And so that was a really great opportunity. And from that, she actually realized that she didn't want to do anesthesiology.
I was wondering about that.
I could have told her that, but anyway.
So even though it's so diverse, it was not as hands-on medicine as she wanted to do. So it was exactly what we wanted. She tried it out, didn't waste too much time in taking classes towards that, and was able to find out what she wanted to do. So we're really excited. That's a new program that we just started, and we've had success with it, and we're just continuing to let people know. And the alumni love it too, because it's really neat. Because people do want to give advice. They want to talk about their jobs, and they want to talk about what they do and how best to help other people. And it's such a great thing for our students.
Yeah, very good, Steve.
I'm very impressed. That should be hugely helpful. It sounds like you're on the leading edge.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
I would say what's interesting is that you guys have kind of made a movement that I think is really important from being a good Christian university to potentially a leading one with a niche of your own with the rise of your president, because your president is really big into Christian worldview, and how Christianity matters in every single aspect of our lives, and I think that a lot of Christian universities. Marvin Olasky wrote a book about how Christians are actually often more likely to fall away in Christian universities than secular universities because they're taught by secular professors in those universities. And I think what you've done and what you're doing is bridging the academic with the spiritual in a way that the vast majority of Christian universities don't do, really making yours into a truly Christian university. And that was happening before him, or he wouldn't have become president. But it's certainly all the more so happening now. So I think it's a phenomenal period for your university. And do you sense that?
I do. My assistant director, Krista, she is an alumnus of HBU, and I asked her before coming on what was her favorite, what made HBU so special, and she said exactly that the professors at the university teach you not only to be a Christian, but to know how to defend the Christian faith and be a Christian leader in the community. Yeah,
that's fantastic. I appreciate you being with us. Your website, the best one, hbu.edu?
Yes, and then click on the alumni page.
We'll do that. Okay. And Steve, the best one for you?
The HoustonC12Group.com.
HoustonC12Group.com. Exactly like it sounds. And it's the number 12. Thanks to both of you.
Great. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
We want to remind you best content here shows up over there at usdatareview.com. And you've been listening to The Price of Business. We're going to have more for you right after this.